Ziegler penetrates and denied. Boy, LeBaron Philon got back after he had gotten beaten for a block.
We talk about Alabama's offense. They have improved a great deal on the defensive end of the floor the last couple of weeks.
To start for Tennessee, and Lanier has got all 7. Youngblood, contact, he is strong.
What a physical drive by Youngblood, just got 2.
Youngblood had 7 threes in the last game. He came out with South Florida.
Great hands by Philon, Dick. Ziegler fouled him, that's gonna be 3.
Ravi, that's a big call. That's the second foul on Ziegler.
Quick as Philon's hands been, not only with the block earlier, but the steal of the ball there.
The assist, and the last, I think with 4 or 5 games, he got 16 points every game.
Shooting really well. That's there's an example of not having Ziegler on the floor. Sears, tough shot in the paint.
Tell you, one guy that likes seeing Ziegler sitting on the sideline, one guy loves seeing it. His name Mark Sears.
Flintstone, Dubar with Stevenson, who lost him in an easy layup.
Isolation basketball play call for Nate Oates off that out-of-bounds under, and a very simple play call. Isolate Stevenson, throw it to him, let him go to work off of 2 bounces.
Tell you what, he was a talented kid coming out of high school, rated very high. They think his potential is off the charts.
Offensive screen, and they get Phillips again with that call.
Stevenson, the example.
To me, Jimmy, they're at their best when they're running the basketball. When they're getting the boards and getting the ball out in transition, they're as good as anybody in the country.
Yeah.
Check that the last foul, guys, was called on Lanier. Top of the key, 3 good Philon, and he is playing above his skis right now.
You don't dare any guard for Alabama to shoot the basketball. They have a fearless approach about pulling from 3. Philon, not a high percentage guy, but he can make them when they have to.
30th year, Dalton Connect, unbelievable player of the year.
Yeah.
This year, Lanier from North Florida, been so effective and so efficient.
He's not the offensive player of Dalton Connect, but he's a better defender.
How about Aiden Holloway? They respect that 3. They came charging at him, and he went right by. Mine is Molly as we continue here in this SEC clash that may end up getting a team on the 1 line when it comes time to Selection Sunday. Alabama and Tennessee.
Versatile and agile. That is Molly McGrath.
Gainey is in the paint, and now he looks for an outlet.
Alabama swarming defensively.
Good defensive possession time.
See, they're just not coming off as shooters on any penetration. That's the respect they have for Alabama at 3.
Sears gets bumped and then has a release and a foul from behind on Dubar. What a
years ago, Elgin Baylor, one of the greatest.
Wanted to walk on Amori, he didn't get it. Now Sears with 5. He goes to his left again, finds Amori again, and he gets 2. Out at the 16-23 mark with 2 fouls. He's been on the bench since. Sears. Yes, a rainbow 3.
He shot that from Nashville. He shot that from Nashville. The guy's got range. Oh, they wanted to post him inside.
Whoa, there's a turnover from Milicic as Boswell just came into the game and threw it over his head.
Ravi, how fast Alabama scores in the half court. Within 10 seconds, they drove that ball baseline, and one swing pass to the next swing pass, they find Sears wide open up top.
Tuscaloosa.
Again, having Holloway and Boswell.
Nice drive.
Nice easy drive there from the lefty. They just buried another 3. He's got a dozen points. Yeah, Milicic wrapped Diabate up.
They got away. Right now, they really did well.
Milicic and Phillips for Tennessee. On the other side, Amori and Stevenson each with 2.
Bobby Knight used to say when he coached, the greatest motivator of all is sit your butt down on the bench.
Alabama's free throws haven't helped them. They're 7 of 13. Lanier, no. They want to get it to Okpara down low with the freshman on him, and he's got it. Ziegler with 8 on the shot clock. Dubar will launch, and it's off to the left and short. The iron unkind to Okpara there as Nelson goes to the baseline. He got hit in the face, and he's looking for some help. Diabate one-on-one with Gainey. Grabbed his rebound. That's a nice job, and Okpara had no interest in trying to commit a foul or block.
Alabama calls that action beast, B-E-A-S-T. They just...
Rick Barnes, what a job he's done here in Tennessee. Everywhere he's been, he should be automatically in that Hall of Fame.
Holloway, quick trigger.
Man.
Boy, can he silence the crowd.
You have to be there on the catch with a kid like Holloway. He gets it in and out as quickly as any guard in this league.
Tell you one thing, he has one favorite. He's played for Auburn and Alabama. Not many can say that. Wear that uniform in both schools.
You think they'll be waiting on him next week when we go to Auburn?
You hear Jimmy Dykes, Molly McGrath is alongside, as is Dick Vitale. Huge SEC game today between Tennessee and Alabama. A number 1 seed could be on the line for the team that wins it. Lanier, no contact, and that draws nothing. Coming out of a break, it's interesting to get a shot like that.
Yeah.
Everything about him. He has 829 wins. He gets one more, he catches John Calipari.
There's a play out of the break, and that worked beautifully. An alley-oop maybe to start Nelson.
So think about the difference coming out of the timeout.
Yes.
Tennessee doesn't score. Alabama draws up their play. Advantage Alabama at that under 4 media timeout.
Tell you one thing, Nelson's going to get started maybe now, because really, he had such a great game earlier this year against Tennessee, against Kentucky. They had 25 and 11, and he's been quiet since.
Gainey. Lanier, a little too strong. Lake, North Dakota.
He played really well in their run last year to the Final Four.
He's got it again, trying to get busy in the paint. Yeah, he's now got 4.
Smart.
No doubt, because there was a mismatch.
Yep.
Ziegler was guarding Nelson initially, then they switched it out. Nelson still had the height advantage.
He took advantage of it right there. See, sometimes you get that one going on one basket, it gets you motivated.
Lanier, no. And he's got a little cold here lately.
And we get down with the rebound.
Nelson.
Nelson.
Stevenson, too strong. Alabama. Sears is open. They find him. And he gets the friendly roll on the road.
Ravi, Alabama is getting 50% of their misses on the year when they miss a 3. You've got to run those loose ball rebounds in this game if you're Tennessee.
A 10-0 run has got them up by 6. A 10-0 run. Ziegler 3 assists, Sears 1 assist. Volunteers have made 1 of their last 7, make it 1 of 8, 1 of 9.
Athletes, and I love that he's a basketball junkie.
And then he hired him. Talking about Nate Oates and Bobby Hurley. All the way, dish, Sherrill, no, and whoa, they're gonna call a foul underneath their 14 free throw attempts.
The one that surprised me, Holloway went home for 3 on the free throw line. He's like an automatic shooter.
So no Zakai Ziegler on the floor to close this half out for Tennessee. Smart. So Tennessee's got to move the ball side to side, set those physical off-ball screens when they're at their best.
Lanier, a fast start, has cooled a little bit. He's got a dozen.
Tell you what, Alabama making a commitment, playing a little defense.
Meshack throws it up, in and out.
Meshack was really a big concern of Nate Oates when they spoke to him. He said he's a tough, hard-nosed guy.
10 seconds, Dickie, in this half, and Sears pulls his way in. Mark Sears now with a dozen. Molly is with Nate Oates, as she said for the interview.
Coach, I heard you challenge your team to play with more of a killer instinct. How can they do that in the second half?
I mean, we gave away too many points. All the free throws we missed, the layups we missed. I mean, even, we didn't sprint back and get a stop when we scored at the end of the half. Like, there's lots of things we have control over that we're just not doing a very good job of right now.
How can you continue to limit the effect of Zakai Ziegler?
Yeah, I mean, getting in foul trouble would help. But, you know, we got to keep them out of the lane. We got to keep bodies in the lane off their non-shooters. we got to be more alert to who the non-shooters are. I thought LeBaron did a really good job early. He's going to have to do a really good job in the second half.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
Guys.
To lock in and defend and give themselves a chance to score off their defense.
Ziegler, Milicic, like Nelson, will that last three set him off? Meshack, 2 seconds, fires. Too strong.
Angle right there for that shot.
It was there.
You were right. It was there. I like that. It was there, Colorado.
Sears, pretty pass.
And so was that.
Come back to school.
He'll come back to school to donate money for a new practice arena.
Ball faking, Sears steps into a three. Mark Sears is doing it all right now.
I want to ask you, Jimmy, you've saw a lot of SEC. I want to ask you this question. We want block for Broome.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to close it down, but not enough for Johni Broome to not win it here on March 1st. But I will say this. The last two, Nelson, it doesn't come off his wrist clean.
There's a steal. Lanier went to the deck, and they will have a three-point play where the crowd wanted a walk.
There's a prayer for me that gave me some inspiration. How many guys do that? I love the man. He's to me, a Hall of Fame humanitarian.
Right, no doubt. And to that check, it speaks to the culture of Tennessee basketball. It's not about me, and they all came together for your cause today, Coach, as Alabama, again, so good.
Yeah.
Out of the timeouts in this game.
Meshack, Plenty told me before the game, play in Sears.
Ooh, Ziegler ate that one from Diabate.
Championships and win it.
Tuesday, it's a difficult game for Auburn, who wiped out Kentucky today. They'll be at A&M at 9 Eastern time on ESPN. That's too easy for Philon underneath.
Alabama is so good at probably slides to the two.
They're going to call a foul on Tennessee.
700 over capacity, 22,392. You can't hear yourself thinking here right now.
Sears, that's a good kick. And the three finds the bottom, another assist to Stevenson.
There's
switching defense now has Nelson on Ziegler with 8 seconds on the clock. He's going to try again, looking for somebody. And that was terrific defense. Nelson never left his feet.
Nelson did a great job one-on-one. You would expect Ziegler to blow by him. He held his own and then comes up with the big block shot. Great possession defensively by Alabama, something we don't say that often. And they both can shoot the three.
That ball was deflected by Okpara. Holloway nails it.
It is automatic. I'm telling you, Alabama off of an offensive rebound kick out.
Turned it over 8 times today.
Key is not live ball turnovers. That's the key, Carl.
Sears, they're going to get the whistle, and that's
in those situations.
Tell you one thing, they get shots off anybody. I don't want to hear who's he going to guard. Well, who's going to guard him out there, too?
And it's not going to be easy.
Tell you one thing, a little momentum right now.
Lanier's three.
That baby was in. That baby was in. How did it come out? This is fun, Carl. This is fun, Jimmy.
Boy, Mark Sears just strong, man. He's able to keep Okpara off him. Sears.
He has taken 102s, 103 threes, and 105.
Let me add this, too. He's really elevated his game defensively, too.
With 5 on the clock. And Okpara on him. No chance. Battles for it. Jump ball. Alabama possession. What a job by Holloway. And plus, first lead since the first half, and Gainey's been the difference.
Remember we talked about it earlier.
Bad pass. And a foul on Meshack.
Games, top 10 teams at home. Motion, easy to guard. I mean, I can guard him if he's standing like that.
Blocked by Nelson. What a job by Nelson.
Out, trying to get Lanier freed up for a jump shot.
Okpara backs in. Great defense, Omori. Still 7 on the clock. Ziegler dribbled right into a near turnover. Throws it up. And that does not draw the iron. Here comes Alabama.
He tried to split the defense.
Philon finds Omori. No call on Meshack. Stevenson in traffic, nowhere to go. 5 on the shot clock. Sears is going to fire it. Oh, what a shot!
Talk about money. Talk about a superstar coming up big in an environment away from home. They don't says I love it. Oh man, Mr. Sears, he's a solid goal. PT Bear, a prime time performer. Shots when you come down the stretch here in these possessions.
Ziegler bangs into Sears, and by doing so, lost the ball. Philon, green light special, lays it up and in. They don't need a 3, even though they're down 3, as Gainey finds Okpara. No good, rebound in traffic, Nelson. And now they are gonna have to foul, and they do. It's the freshman Philon. Money.